it is time for me to share my opinions on the Dream Academy finale. Yes, I know, I'm too late, but better late than never, right? So, firstly, I will be talking about the performances, and let's start with my favorite song, Dirty Water. Like I've said before, and I'ma repeat it again. Laura is the fucking star of the show. She is that bitch. It girl energy. He stood out the most to me. Her voice, her stage presence, everything. She is that girl. And thank God she debuted. Same with Sophia. And Sophia, since the beginning of the show, she has always been the top one for a reason. She is an excellent performer. And when I saw her performance in Dirty Water, I just realized the reason why I like her so much. Not only can she sing, but she makes the choreos look so easy and effortless. Like, whenever I see her perform, it seems like she loves doing that. She's been doing this since she's little, and she is just meant to be on stage. Now, on to Manon. Manon did such a great job. This was her best performance on the entire show. And you could really see how much she has improved. And thank God this time a judge actually talked about how much she has improved throughout the missions. Finally! I was like, thank God, at least it was the Korean choreographer. I forgot his name, sorry. But I like how they finally praised this girl. Finally! Ezrella was so cute. Her performance was also great and amazing. And to be honest, this is the first time Ezrella really stood out to me. Her voice really fits this type of songs. The Zionist, I mean, she did great too. I'd say altogether, the entire unit, they could have debuted these five and I would have been totally fine, except for Samara being a freaking Zionist. But the five of them, all of the five girls, would actually make a great group, to be honest. They looked like a group performing. And I totally understand the picks from the judges, Sophia and Laura. They were simply best because they are the best contestants. Let's be real, guys. They are the best contestants on the show. Now on to Girls Don't Like. I personally don't really like the song. I don't hate the song, I just don't like the chorus. The song itself is not bad, but the chorus, it sounds too much 2015, 16, I don't know what. I don't like it. But let's talk about the performance and the girls themselves. I gotta say, Megan owned this song. She carried not only the visuals, the stage presence performance, but her voice also. She carried with Daniela. Can we talk about the duo Megan and Daniela? I'm glad these two made it into the debut group because these two together dancing, chef kiss, chef kiss. Yoon Che, she is that bitch. Every time she performs, she knows how to entertain people. The stage presence, the singing, I totally understand why she debuted. Not only because she's Korean, of course, but Yoon Che has a very mature voice color. And that's what also makes her stand out in comparison to the other contestants. I think Yoon Che is 16 years old, but if I would have only seen clips of her singing, I wouldn't have thought that this girl is 15 or 16 years old. Her voice color is definitely one of the reasons why she has debuted. Besides the fact that she is a star, she's an artist. Definitely. She was born to be an artist. Amazing stage presence, amazing vocals. Everything about this girl is amazing. But I do have to mention that her voice color does have a very mature tone to it. And I feel like that's the reason why Yoonche debuted instead of Ezrella, for example. Ezrella, she can dance, obviously, but she sounds and looks too cute. I think that's why the judges made sure that Ezrella doesn't make it into the group and Yoonche is in it, if you get what I mean. Yoonche, she was meant to be an artist. Like, I'm glad she made it into the group, although I do think that she's a little too young. Hopefully, Hype and Geffen will not sexualize her in any way. Hopefully. Marquise is really good. I mean, her performance was really good. She didn't really stick out to me. I loved her voice, her singing. I do have a problem with Hype and Geffen completely ignoring the rigging. It was never mentioned ever, and I do find this problematic. Marquise, she's extremely talented whatsoever. She's simply unpopular. And whoever did the rigging last mission, all of that for nothing. Imagine buying views for fucking nothing. She didn't make it into the group. I think in the total ranking also, she ranked very low at the bottom. Sorry, I'm mean for laughing. I know. Emily. Let's talk about Emily, guys. Can we talk? Guys, this was the first time in the entire show, Dream Academy, that we heard Emily actually sing. I was like, oh, she has a cute voice. That's why she didn't make it into the group. Because she is cute. You can look at the people who debuted in the Dream Academy group, KATSEYE. They're all girls who don't look cute. The reason why Emily didn't make it to the group is because, first of all, she isn't really a singer. Secondly, she is cute. They don't want someone cute to debut in the group, which is sad. Emily, she's an amazing dancer, of course, but she cannot really sing. And to be honest, I do not know what she was doing in that show in the first place, if all she can do is dance. I also totally agree with the judges' picks. Megan and Daniela, they were just the best. They are the best not only one of the best dancers on the show, but they can also sing and dance. Like I said, that's why Emily didn't make it. If her singing was nearly as good as her dancing, she would have been in the lineup. That's why Daniela and Megan made it. Next is All the Same. The song is cute. The performance, I liked it. I liked how all the girls performed. It was beautiful. It was one of the most beautiful performances on the entire survival show. And like I said once again, Laura is that fucking girl, okay? She is that bitch. Every time she performs, she stands out. You can just tell this girl is meant to be a fucking it girl, superstar, Grammy winner, VMA winner, Billboard Music Awards winner. Like, she stood out the most to me because her voice, everything about her. She is a superstar. I don't think you'll understand. I am obsessed with this girl. She is my Beyonce of the group, okay? Also, Manon. I loved her performance also with Sophia. I felt like this finale, it was short. Even when I rewatched the finale, I had to skip a lot of things because it's the typical talking about, my God, I've made it so far, blah, 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 thanks to my family, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, 3 performances for a finale? That's short. That's really short. Am I the only one who thinks that's weird? Why wasn't there more? Like in other survival shows. And I know what you guys will say, well, Dream Academy, blah, 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 they're minimalistic. And I hate that part about the show. I wanted to see more performances. Why did we only get 3? No. And I also noticed, listen, did you realize none of the missions have the girls performed a song that is longer than 3 minutes and a half? Or even 3 minutes. Why is that the case? Why can't these people, the show couldn't make sure that the girls perform songs that are longer? Like, why? The performances weren't live. And I wonder why. Why would you organize a live finale if the girls aren't really gonna sing live? If you hear closely, you can hear the girls breathing. But you do have to listen very closely, which means they are basically overshadowed by their backtrack, which shouldn't happen. Why can't we hear the girls live? Hype. Why? No. What's the point? Well, that went to the lineup, which is very surprising. Woo! Wow, who would have thought that these 6 girls would actually debut? It was very predictable. I mean, I almost predicted it right, except for Yunche, because I expected Nayeon to make it. I mean, who would have thought Nayeon would basically get kicked out of the show? Because she decided to share that she wants to potentially, leave the group and go solo, which was a dumb idea from her, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not surprised that Yoonchae made it. I mean, she deserves to debut, definitely. I just believe she's a little bit too young, which makes me worried what Cat Eye's concept will be when they debut and what their songs will be like, you know? The group name, Cat's Eye, I actually like it. I remember a week ago I saw people complaining about the name and oh, it sounds weird, it sounds weird. Cat's Eye is totally fine. It's actually totally fine. It's not bad. There are worse names for groups out there. Let's be real. Cat's Eye is cute. And like many people on Twitter, I also think their fandom name should be Icon, spelled Eyecon. Something I'm also very excited about is when they will debut, if they will have photo cards, and I also wonder if they will have a light stick later on. They're called cat's eyes, so I imagine their light stick to kind of have cat's ears maybe and a K in it. That would be super cute. So now that the show is over, we saw that Cat's Eye has released their first photo shoots. And to be honest, I'm surprised that Manon and Daniela are the center. That really surprised me. But Daniela surprised me because I would have expected Sophia and or Laura to be the center of the group. I mean, they were the most popular and loved contestants on Dream Academy, but not seeing either one of them in the center really surprised me. I mean, Manon and Daniela deserve it. Now, after watching the finale and seeing the lineup of Cat's Eye, I couldn't stop wondering what the lineup would have looked like if in the first mission we could have heard all of the girls sing. No, but really think about it. What do y'all think the lineup would have looked like? I do believe Laura and Sophia would have made it, regardless. But I am deeply convinced if we would have heard all of the girls sing in Mission 1, and the girls would have sung better songs that can really show one's vocal abilities, right? I do believe Adela would have made it in the group. And or Carly. At least Adela, because Adela, she can sing and she's a dancer. The main reason why she was kicked out in Mission 1 was because people of her country did not vote for her. She tried to show people on her social medias that she can sing. Y'all just didn't care. I do believe she would have made it in the debut lineup. Also, Samara. Samara, the thing is, she's so talented, but she's so incredibly stupid. Who the hell lets everybody see what they like on their fucking social media? If she would have kept her mouth shut, if this motherfucking dumb ass girl would have privated the people she follows on her fucking Instagram, and also if she decided to disable that we can see what TikTok she likes on her account, this wouldn't have happened. She would have debuted it. The only reason why Samara didn't make it is because she's fucking stupid. Sorry. I just felt the need.
The best part of this shit show was how after the finale, the contestants who didn't make it into Cat's Eye exposed themselves as Manon haters, Manon antis. This was hilarious.
Like I said in one of my past videos, these bitches do not like Manon. They do not fuck with her. They do not fuck with her. We have been telling y'all that. Brooklyn and Adela, they were there at the finale, of course. And Brooklyn decided to film her reaction, right? When each member was announced. And you could see that all of the girls, they were excited, shouting, screaming for every girl. Yeah, you made it! Except for Manon. And people were calling them out, especially Brooklyn, because she posted that TikTok being like, hey, why weren't you so excited when Manon debuted? And she was like, yeah, we waited so long, I wasn't that excited anymore. Bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? Everyone in that fucking room, everyone who was there to watch the finale screamed. They were cheering for Manon. Why weren't you? That's weird. The other people were also waiting for her to be announced. Why weren't you excited? Then with Adela. So you tell me Brooklyn and Adela, they took a bunch of photos with the KATSEYE members. Brooklyn decided to post pictures with all of the members, but Adela, it was very obvious, she posted images with every KATSEYE member except for Yoonchae and Manon. People called her out and she said, well, I congratulated them privately, blah, blah, blah. And she was keep making excuses. So people also noticed with Adela that she congratulated every KATSEYE member on their Instagram, right? She liked the images. She commented congratulations whatsoever, except for Manon. People call her out, and then she decides to comment, which is weird. Once again, she says, "Oh yeah, congratulate them privately," and people are calling her out, saying, "This is bullshit. This is weird. Why are you purposefully excluding Manon?" And then Miss Girly decides to say, "Oh well, actually, I never really fucked with her. Like, I just didn't care much. That's why I just didn't do it." Why are you lying? If you don't fuck with her, why didn't you say this from the get-go? When people are saying, "Hey, why didn't you take a picture with Manon?" Why didn't you say, Adela, that you don't fuck with her and that's why you didn't take an image? That would have been fine. Why do you lie? Because you're a fucking jealous ass bitch. Another thing I haven't seen many people talk about is how
some contestants still fuck with Samara, despite her being problematic. Celeste defended Samara on her Twitter account. Ezrella is still besties with Samara. Although Samara was being anti-Indian, Samara's also Zionist. Ezrella, why are you hanging out with someone who would hate crime, someone who looks like you, someone who's of the same ethnic background as you? A Zionist also. Who's also close with Samara? Emily. I find this uncomfortable. Listen, I do not like people who fuck with everyone, including problematic people, which means these people are problematic too. They don't see nothing wrong with hanging out with a racist and Zionist, especially Ezrella. Why? How could you do this to your own people? Samara deserves a special place in hell where she will suffer in eternity. Remember in the finale, Manon actually tried to hug Samara because she didn't make it into the group and Samara fucking ignored her. She is so bitter. She is so bitter. Oh my god. Not only that, I think on Instagram, Samara follows every single girl from Dreams Academy except for Manon. What internalized hatred what internalized hatred for black people does she have? What? She is so bitter and so jealous, envious of Manon. I just can't with this girl. I just can't. Anyway, guys, that was my video about the Dream Academy finale. I hope you liked my opinions. If not, I don't give a fuck. Don't worry. In the future, whenever there will be a big update on KATSEYE, I will be talking about it. And I'm very thankful for every subscriber I gained during Dream Academy. I'm very happy this shit show is finally over. And see you next time. Bye!